This is Wicked Rhody, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome to the unofficial end of summer 2017.
It's here
Labor Day
already.
weekend, and it flew by, but I feel like it didn't in some ways, because now that I'm done with the Paw Sox.
I know.
And, I don't have to worry about every other week being, at McCoy, which, hey, listen, don't get me wrong, I loved doing it the entire summer. It was a blast, 70 games. It was a fun gig. Absolutely. And your husband and your son came, and the last one with their buddy John came. Uncle John from Washington D.C.
Yep.
Is he a Red Sox fan, or is he a Nationals fan?
He is a Red Sox fan.
Okay, good. Well, that's why Blake likes him. So it was great. Unfortunately, because of timing and everything, I didn't get a chance to get down there and see them, but I saw them from the press box. Reese looked like he was having a great time.
He had a blast.
That's so great. And so now that that's done and over with, I'm kind of going through this whole reorganization of September, which I feel like a lot of people did it in August because they were getting ready for the kids to go to school. So a little behind the curve, I guess, on that side, but whatever. I gotta focus on book sales now and everything else. Yeah, so.
It's crazy, because your mommy does CrossFit. For those of you who do CrossFit, or if you have friends who do CrossFit, you need to check it out. It is such a fun book. My kids love it. My nieces were in town this weekend. Okay. And they were having a blast reading it.
Good.
So
Good.
It educates, because I obviously do not do CrossFit.
No, I'm not. No. Nope, not. And I'm not even a mommy, so there you go.
Hey, but you're talking about just reorganizing. I have such severe FOMO, the fear of missing out. I get it so badly this weekend, because I was either in school or teaching for the majority of my life, pretty much until I had kids. I dabbled with some different, I worked in TV and film for a little bit, but the majority of my life has been in education.
Right.
And when I see those back to school sales, when I see all of the backpacks and the pencils, I just want to get them. There's like that deep urge in me that is really excited, because for people who don't have kids or aren't involved in education, the new year is January 1st. But when you're a parent of a school-aged kid, or if you're a teacher, your new year is Labor Day weekend.
Right. Well, some of the schools started early.
They did.
And even down south, and I may have mentioned this before, and I've talked to a lot of kids over the summer because of the whole Paw Sox thing. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of schools that have been in session for like 3 weeks now.
Yes.
Down south. So I feel like it's that moving target, and everybody's in a different mindset. But no matter what, Labor Day is it.
This is when it kicks in. This is when you get, everyone, it just buckles down.
Sure.
This is the go time. So for all of you who are back to school or going back to school, we wish you the best of luck.
Good luck. Have a good time with that.
Yes. And good luck with the traffic with the buses after 3 p.m.
Yeah, no kidding. It's, as a musician, I would go to Guitar Center, and every day after like 2:30, 3 o'clock, they all put earplugs in, because all the kids then came in and played the guitar. So anyway.
I love it.
So, hey, listen, if you tuned in while you're in the
traffic,
workplace, traffic, stuck behind a bus or getting some errands done, just sit back, listen, and enjoy. If you hear something that piques your interest, we'll have all the links and info for you on our show notes on the website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
So, Ben, tell me what the wicked interesting pick is for this week.
Well, it's the annual Rhythm and Roots Festival. They've been doing it 20 years now over there at Ninigret Park in Charleston, Rhode Island, and it's September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and you can actually start camping there the day you listen, the day this podcast
episode comes out,
August 31st. And they have a huge lineup of performers. They have family performers, and they also have regular bands that are, will play the hits till late at night. They got the Mavericks, Roseanne Cash, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, Natalie McMaster and Donald Leahy. I mean, just so many big names coming in. They've got local bands that'll be performing as well, and then they've got family stage performers with Mama D, Keith Munslow, Keith the Bubble Guy. I wonder if Keith Munslow and Keith the Bubble Guy are related. Len Cabral, Mark Levitt, a lot of hoops with Shenandoah. So I mean, just so many different things to do all weekend long. Of course, there'll be great food. You can camp, and this is really it's just an absolute blast to get down there. Ninigret Park is gorgeous. You've got to go online and get the tickets, plan it out, because for most of the people it is a hike to get down there.
You're such a Rhode Islander.
I know it's a long way down.
You're East Bay Rhode Islander.
You have no idea. But they have all the different ticket packages and everything, and so go online, figure it out. But it's happening this weekend, September 1st, 2nd, 3rd. It's the Rhythm and Roots, Ninigret Park in Charleston, the 20th annual. You don't want to miss it. So that's our Wicked Interesting Pick of the Week, and here is the Wicked Fun in the 401.
I've mentioned Wage House before in Pawtucket. Mm-hmm. They are a new improv place, but not only do they have amazing improv every Friday night, super affordable, $5, local beers and drinks, so fun, but they also offer improv classes.
Oh.
Isn't that amazing?
They kind of just make it up.
As they go, you never know. Well, listen, they're going to be having an 8-week class designed to teach you the core concepts of improv. Part of that is including agreement. That's something that I first learned, that when someone comes and starts an improv scene, you need to think in your head, yes, and accept what they've set the scene with, and then just kind of roll with it. So that's the agreement, the pattern, the basic scene work. Students are going to learn how to work from the top of their intelligence to make choices that become the building blocks of truly successful and great scenes. Now, I have been to the Wage House. I have met the women who own the Wage House and run the Wage House and do these classes. And this isn't just for people who want to be involved in improv. This could be something if you want to work on your public speaking, if you want to learn how to be a better communicator. It's something that even if you just want to have more fun.
If you want to say words good.
Yes.
Maybe I should sign up.
And not have brain farts. If you're someone who, has brain farts. I mean, I don't know what the real terminology is for a brain fart, but if you stumble over your words, something like this would be great. So the course is going to run for 8 weeks.
I think it's called being a human.
Right. It's run by Casey Regan and Kate Teachman. I hope I'm saying that kind of right, but it's going to be Tuesday classes starting September 5th. So from September 5th on for 8 weeks, 3-hour classes. This is for 16 plus. So if you have a child who is 16 years old or older, if you're listening and you're 16 and older, this is for you. So once again, those classes are going to be starting September 5th at the Wage House, but I also want to make sure that you know that this Friday at 7:30, there's going to be 2 hilarious improv groups playing one night only, and afterwards, they're going to have an improv jam where you can try out some improv for yourself.
Oh, wow. All
right?
Cool.
I'm
great.
So excited. So really check it out. Haunted Couch is Ginny, Mindy, and Wendy. Fast-paced show. And then James Jr. and Jim do improv. They're a father-son duo. So once again, this is all happening at the Wage House in Pawtucket.
So if I took a book like War and Peace and read it backwards, like the words backwards, is that I'm improvising on? Is that not really the idea?
No, that would be so boring.
Thank you. I haven't even read it forwards yet. Hey, you want to know something that's not boring?
Yeah.
And this is cool because it's not on the typical night. WaterFire is having a full lighting on a Sunday night.
Hold up.
Yeah. Well,
Say it again?
We got a holiday on Monday.
Yes.
So on Sunday, it will be the full lighting of WaterFire on September 3rd.
Amazing.
So sunsets at 7:15 p.m.
Okay.
This one's sponsored by the Providence Tourism Council. And listen, you know how the whole thing works, okay? Mm-hmm. Get there early. Go park somewhere. Support one of the great local restaurants down there.
Yes.
And now it's that time of season where you're going to want to bring a light jacket and or some kind of even just like a sweatshirt or something, and enjoy it. Walk the entire thing.
Yes.
Take everything in. It's such a great night. They do a wonderful job with the performances. Look at also something to keep in mind is you may have to make reservations if you want to go to some of these places.
Correct.
But there are a lot of restaurants and a lot of places around there that do special things, including our friends over at the Providence River Tours.
Seriously, so fun.
That's the way to see it.
Yeah.
That's the way to see it. So hit them up, go online, follow all the connections via the links online because they will give you the best possible way. And this is the type of thing, listen, you can go there and walk it on your own. That's fine.
Yeah.
But if you want to really make this an event or you want to make this something special,
go on the riverboat.
You've got to do it beforehand. You've got to go online. You've got to make the plans before you go there. Otherwise, you're just going to get frustrated. And if you're like me, when you get frustrated, you just leave in a huff.
Oh.
Well, hey.
Hopefully you stop and get kettle corn first.
Obviously. What else we got?
Okay, so Friday night from 5 to 8. Nice and early, especially for someone like me who falls asleep by 10. I want you to head over to Rhode Dairy Farm, not just to see the cows, because they're pretty dang cute, not going to lie, not just to get some baked goods, but for the pop-up scoop shop with Revival Brewing Company and Yacht Club Soda.
Okay.
So they're going to be having floats, like ice cream floats, featuring the delicious beverages, the Revival folks, a.k.a. beer. Okay, adult beverages are going to be $10, and the Yacht Club soda floats are going to be $5. So this is something that you can bring your family to.
Sure.
I have brought my kids to Wright's Dairy Farm many times. They love looking at the cows. You can leave with some great coffee milk, just and have a blast. But to know that you can be getting, honest to God, truly local, either beer floats or root beer floats.
Sure.
Or just cream soda floats. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So that is happening Friday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And in my opinion, it sounds like a pretty cool happy hour.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. That's perfect. I mean, especially to kick off the weekend.
Yep.
That's awesome. Hey, listen, if you're in the Newport area, this is not something that happens all the time. Free tours of the Oliver Hazard Perry. What is the Oliver Hazard Perry?
I have no idea.
It is a boat.
What?
It is an SSV, which stands for Sailing School Vessel.
I'm on a boat.
That's right. It's over 100 years old. The Oliver Hazard Perry is the first ocean-going full-rigs ship built in the United States over 100 years ago. She accommodates 32 people overnight, and in addition to her 17 professional crew, they sail all around, and they're a teaching boat. So they'll teach students how to do the rigging, how to do the mast. There is over 7 miles of ropes and rigging on this boat.
Get out!
Oh yeah, it's huge. And last year, I was down at Fort Adams when we had one of the tropical storms kind of like graze us. I think it was Hermine. And it was pretty impressive and windy down there. So we were right on the dock with the boat. But this is really a cool thing. You go online, you want to see the layout of the ship, you want to learn all about the great things they do there. But this is a free tour. You can't beat that.
No.
It's a free tour from 1 to 4 p.m. on Saturday the 2nd and Sunday the 3rd. This is true Rhode Island right there. This is a tall ship. We have it all the time. You know, some places never get a chance to have a tall ship, or they have to wait every couple of years to go see them.
Yep.
We have one all the time. Why? Because we're the ocean state and everybody else sucks.
You know, when I look at ships like this, I like to picture that I am on the set of Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that.
Or Muppet Treasure Island.
Right? Or Muppet Treasure Island or Voyager from the Outlander series. Like, there are just these iconic boats that you read about, that you watch about, and when you get to step on one of these boats that is nice and old and gorgeous and still up to snuff, you really do get to be transported back in time. But I love that because we have these books and these films, you can really kind of picture things. And speaking of picture, I am checking out a picture of Mr. Oliver Hazard Perry right now.
Really cool guy.
His chops,
sideburns are amazing.
They're not only sideburns, but they're like almost mouth burns. Like,
yeah,
he's got them going.
Chops. Yeah, they're mutton chops.
Insane. So
I love it.
I am really happy that this boat was named after him. He's a hero and loved the ocean and had amazing facial hair.
So take an adventure on the big blue wet thing, as Fozzie the Bear says in Muppet Treasure Island. That's happening on Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 4 p.m. Free tours of the Oliver Hazard Perry, the ship, not the guy.
that you cleared that up.
Well, yeah, that'd be kind of creepy.
So what do we have going on for our Wicked family-friendly event?
Every year, our friends over at Laughing Elephant Yoga put on this free yoga at Goddard Park on Labor Day. So you can join Debbie on Monday, September 4th for a free class of yoga at 9 a.m. All ages, all levels welcome. Even you can bring your pets if you'd like to.
What?
They recommend using a beach towel rather than a yoga mat. And they make near the big rock, near the first entrance there. You can't find them. You just drive around. You'll see them real easy. And as always, if it rains, just sleep in.
Hey,
It's a,
not a bad idea.
not a bad idea at all. You can tune in to me. I'll be live on Labor Day from 6 to 9 a.m. on News Talk 630. I'll be filling in for Gene Valicenti. So
Look at you, fancy pants.
on Labor Day, yes. So I've requested that Steve Clampkin would cover live reports from the delivery and labor suite over at Women and Infants Hospital. It's Labor Day.
Yes. Many people will go into labor on Labor Day.
They hope. They hope. So check that out on Labor Day at 9 a.m. Goddard Park, free yoga with Laughing Elephant Yoga. Whether you're anywhere in the state of Rhode Island, you're never more than 18.5 miles from either water or a neighboring state.
It's true.
So go with that. And just realize that there are great events that happen just over the border. And now, especially that we're coming into, I don't want to say fall, but we're kind of coming into fall.
Pumpkin season is here.
Kind of coming into fall. Fun fact, Christina Myers from ABC6, who's on this week's Carpooling with Ben.
Yes.
Her horse is named Autumn because she loves fall.
Oh.
Isn't that pretty?
So sweet.
Beautiful thing. Anywho, you're going to have a lot of events going on now, and it seems like just over the line in Massachusetts, there's always these crazy events because you got Cranberry Country.
Yes.
You've got all these farms everywhere. What is our borderline pick this week?
Listen, King Richard's Fair.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's their opening weekend. It's this Saturday is their official opening day party. The first day that Carvershire is open to all guests, but a special thank you. So if you have any friends who live in Carver, Massachusetts, they get to go for free. Anyone else is welcome to go. King Richard's Fair, of course, is open on Saturdays and Sundays, and it's just so incredibly fun. If you've never been, it is, once again, a trip to a different time and place. We talked about this with being on the ship. If you are someone who does like to dress up, adults don't often get to do that around Halloween. This is a place where you can go dressed up if you want to dress like a king or queen from the Middle Ages, or if you just want to dress like a elf from a fantasy novel, you can totally do that. But there's specific days when they're actually going to be having themes this season. So, for example, there will be a cleavage contest on September 9th. So those of you who enjoy that, or maybe, just be fortunate to have cleavage, you can go on that day, and there'll be a big competition. But there's also going to be a Game of Thrones costume and trivia contest. Of course. Right? I mean, I have to bring this up. September 23rd. I'm going to be out of state. I am so sad, but I have gone on this weekend in years past. The costumes are dead on. I mean, really? You want to take pictures with those people, but I think I am going to try to go on October 7th because that is the Witchcraft and Wizardry Harry Potter Trivia and Costume Day. Whoa. And I kind of love Harry Potter. Sure. So just check them out. Every single weekend's going to have something different, fun going on. There's always jousting, and I just can't get enough of it. So definitely a fun pick.
And you can mow down on a turkey leg.
Oh my gosh, so good.
They're delicious. And you'll fall asleep after.
Yes.
Hey, as we said in the beginning, everything we talked about today can be found on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and if you're posting photos from any of the events we chatted about, or if you want us to see what you're doing, simply tag us in the description or use the hashtag WickedRhody.
If you have advertising or sponsorship questions, or if you got something that you want me and Mary to come try so we can relay the information to our thousands of followers, literally, we're almost up to 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Woohoo!
Boom. Email us at wickedroadypodcast@gmail.com. We're up for any kind of challenges within the state of Rhode Island, providing I don't have to wear a tutu.
Hey, you have worn a Speedo, so...
Well, I look good.
Until next time, folks, I'm Mary Larson.
And I'm the Nearly Naked Bendicastro.
Oh my gosh, and you've been listening to Wicked Rhody. We'll have more for you next Thursday.
Now we'll get sponsors.